I'm Dr. Josh Satterlee from Biomechanics Las Vegas. A lot of people ask us when we do ART, hey, can I just stretch my muscle and get the same result? Okay, and they often ask, why is it so much more effective than me doing, say, yoga or something like that? And that's an interesting question. When you're dealing with a muscle injury, if you don't have a full tear, really the only other common injury is what we call an adhesion, or a myofascial adhesion. It's an area where you have muscle fibers running back and forth like this. And they all run in a certain direction. And within that muscle somewhere, you developed an adhesion. Maybe it's from overuse, maybe it's from acute trauma, maybe it's from a previous injury you had that you've tried to kind of train through. So somewhere in there, you'll get this area where those fibers, instead of relaxing and contracting fully, aka being flexible and being strong, you now have it in this tight, fibrotic, thickened position. So right in here, it's neither relaxing or contracting, but it's doing that here and here. So in this space here, you're not able to develop any power because that muscle is held tight like this and it adheses. The fibers are held together and can't produce power or strength. Also, there's no way to get it flexible, and a lot of people report to us, man, it feels like if I could just stretch another inch, it would go away. Well, what you're feeling is this area where it's condensed and become thickened. So if you go to, say, yoga, or you aggressively stretch, or maybe even use a foam roller or the stick, what you're doing is you're stretching these fibers, and you're stretching these fibers from here to here. But you're not making any change through here. Adhesions don't stretch well, so it's going to hold you back. Now the difference here is that in active release, what we do is we find that adhesion, we put a physical block on it with our thumb or our fingers, and we draw that adhesion this way, and as we do so, it ends up breaking apart into small pieces. So as it breaks apart, those fibers now are loosening, or they're separating. Now once that happens, you'll notice an immediate ability to produce more power. The strength goes way up. We've treated people where they've been able to bench press, say, 315 pounds, and as somebody that has a max of 465. So they're benching 315, you work on their shoulder muscles or where they feel that adhesion, and all of a sudden they gain 50 pounds. Now, were they able to bench press 50 pounds more in 10 minutes because they got immediately stronger? Absolutely not. You just freed it up, you reduced the internal friction, and now they're happy because their muscle pain is gone. We deal with a lot of runners, and sometimes they say, yeah, I would fatigue out. My left calf would fatigue after 3 miles, but I could go all day long on my right. Well, after you release those adhesions within there, or even between the gastroc and the soleus muscles, now they're not dealing and they're not fighting with themselves so much to produce power. So therefore, they're able to go further, be more relaxed, and perform a whole lot better. So again, you can stretch from here to here, but that adhesion, until you break that apart, it's going to hold you back forever. And that's where ART makes such a big difference.